From what I can see, Dave, it's not flowing in at all. There's heavy clogging in several of the main arteries.
Well, Tom, I suppose this is an all too inevitable response to the stress of everyday life.
Hey, right you are, Dave. Tens of thousands of people escaping the rat race for the stress-free solitude of Castle Kingdom Amusement Park. We're live via helicopter with the KPOV Drive Time Report. Let's take a look at how this blistering heat's affecting things. I think my keen eye for news is about to pay off, Dave. I'm getting a report of a possible grand mal seizure in one of the cars blocked in traffic. I'll radio an ambulance right after I give our viewers a close-up of something they have no right to be privy to.
It's a gas pedal, diaper butt! It won't bite! Move it! Move it! Where's a forklift when you need one? D is for drive, dipstick!
Ooh, refresh me. Middle finger straight up mean a
Left turn in this state? What the hell are you staring at? I don't know if I gotta be stuck out here. I don't need some busybody sticking his face into something that's none of his business. Shazam! Lady! Those things real? You have to pay to make them point that way.
Duckman, pipe down! You're embarrassing us!
Embarrassing you? I think you got the jump on me there the day you decided spandex was a good look for you.
Wait, Aunt Bernice. Perhaps you'd like to put off thrashing Dad until after he's paid our admission.
Thank you, son.
Dad, I think Aunt Bernice's ultimate concern is the example you're setting for your children.
At 10, 10, and 15, we're still subject to emulating even the most crass and reprehensible behavior of our significant elders.
Including smoking!
Right, like my cigarettes are really hurting anyone.
Everyone, welcome to Castle Kingdom, the land of magic, merriment, and make-believe. Remember, no smoking, no littering, no eating on rides, no public displays of affection, no black socks and sandals, no percentage of the gross, no interracial dating, no tantrums, no visible butt cleavage, and no on Proposition 24.
No hands!
Hey, everyone, look! We've inadvertently found ourselves online for the Dragon of Death.
No way! I don't care what it's for, we're not waiting in this line.
Aw, why not?
Come on, Dad!
It's the most popular ride in the park, Dad. The other kids are doing it.
And if the other kids jumped off a cliff, would you?
How many of them? 1,652 bottles of beer on the wall. 109,652 bottles of beer. Family, awake! We're next!
Yeah, what the? Damn it, Bernice, you let another bird build a nest in your mouth.
Mambo, look! The park's open for 12 more minutes. We're actually gonna get on a ride.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Nothing can stop us now!
Gangway, rich and famous celebrity coming through. Come on, move it. Hey, come back here, you steroid-sucking chrome domes. I don't care who he is, you picked the wrong duck to knock down and walk all over.
You the duck we knocked down and walked all over?
He sure is.
And he says you picked the wrong
Kids, get trampled, break a rib or two, they get the crazy idea it's a bad thing.
Mail this general release form preventing you from suing for physical injury, mental stress, racial slurs, sexual harassment, child support, and shooting your dog for the sheer fun of it, and you get a free 8x10 glossy of my boss, Vile Kyle.
Vile Kyle?
Ooh, that man makes my elbows sweat.
Vile Kyle. Never heard of him.
Dad, he's a world-famous daredevil and self-promoter.
You know, the guy who jumped over the Grand Canyon, the Twin Towers, and in his recent Thank You to My Fans special, flew his rocket car over 250 fawning volunteers.
He would have made it if it wasn't for that headwind.
Vile Kyle. You haven't seen Brave till you seen me, Tamer Roller Coaster. Huh? You know, these sissy rides just aren't scary enough. I'll just go over there and do something more exciting. Like pick my teeth.
I guess Duckman's really Chicken Man.
He's sure no Vile Kyle.
He is a less than ideal role model.
Hey, what the heck? Let me off this thing!
Sit back, my child. You don't want to get hurt.
Hey, listen, sister, the only thing that's gonna hurt me on this wimpmobile is an act of God. Who the hell are you?
A doctor. At least until I've exhausted all appeals.
Doctor? Oh, yeah, right. I hit my head while rescuing the baby from that, runaway burning thing.
Actually, your head is fine, but we discovered you had comprehensive health insurance, so we ran hundreds of expensive tests to see what else we could come up with. The good news is, you don't have a yeast infection. Oh, yeah, you do. However, need an immediate adrenal gland transplant.
Adrenal gland transplant? What the hell are you trying to pull here? I want a second opinion.
Oh, no. I've been down that road before. Better educated and equipped doctors telling my patients they're fine, and then what? They never come back. I have proof of your condition. Here's your EKG. Here's where I remember to plug it in. I didn't get around to a blood test, but hey, the sight of that stuff makes me blow lunch anyway. I did run CAT scans, MRIs, and urine tests, and as you can see, they are all conclusive. I'm surprised you never noticed any symptoms. Are you, sometimes irritable?
What's it to you, butthead?
Do you lack energy?
No way. After a 3-4 hour nap and some prescription drugs, I'm raring to go.
Do you ever want to mud wrestle with sumo waitresses?
What?
Well, actually, that's not a symptom. I belong to a little club, and we're always looking for new members. Really? I mean, well, coincidentally, we just got a fresh adrenal gland. Shall we get started with the slice and dice?
Wait a minute, hold it. I gotta think about operations. Ever since that little appendectomy mishap. Good thing I already had kids.
Here lies your dad, he got hurt on the rides. We'll cut open his chest and pull out his insides.
Doc!
Are you all right? We heard what happened.
Shh, don't disturb your father. He's still recovering from his death-defying ride on Mr. Cottontail's bunny hop.
I don't know how else to break this to you. Your father needs a new adrenal gland.
Oh my God!
Look, the gland I got is fine the way it is, and that's that, okay?
But, Dad, the lack of a sufficient adrenal gland may explain why you were scared to go on the Dragon of Death with us.
Not to mention the 100 other ways fear and laziness have kept you from doing things we can look up to.
But I don't want someone else's gland in my body. I could change. I could become a totally different person, completely unrecognizable to anyone who knows me.
What's the downside? Chicken Man.
He's sure no Vile Kyle.
He is a less than ideal role model.
How come you hear these voices in your head every week? Okay, Doc, let's do it.
You're letting me go in? I mean, wise choice. Nurse! Scalpel! Clamp! Suction!
I'll be okay, right, Doc? The kids will like to know me.
Of course they will. This time I know I'll get it right.
Get a chance to say goodbye.
Or tell him how much we really loved him.
Hey, don't cry. I came through. I'm okay.
Who gives a rat's butt? We're talking about Vile Kyle.
He died at the park yesterday right before you got hurt.
A bunch of hungry nuns accidentally knocked him into a snack stand.
He fell into the cotton candy machine and died in a cocoon of spun sugar.
Another senseless religion-based confection death.
Wait a minute. Vile Kyle died right before I got hurt? The doctor said there was a fresh donor. That must mean I got Vile Kyle's gland. Wow, the adrenal gland of a daredevil. And you know what? I do feel different. In fact, I'm starting to get the strangest urges.
You said you'd see a therapist if those ever came back.
Not those urges. I'll be back faster and you can say turbocharge! Hey, love to rebuild the garage when I'm off to work! Bah! Why slow myself down with a car? I'm here. What do you got for me? Things, stuff, more things and stuff?
Mr. Duckman!
Save it! You both just say something disgustingly cute, cuddly, and politically correct, then I'll get PO'd and commit an unthinkably brutal act. Let's cut to the chase. Morning, pig on my heart. It's a new day. Everything's different. Everything's changed. I got an adrenal gland transplant from Vile Kyle. I got all his energy, his strength, his courage. Hut, hut, hut. Ah!
Not to mention his eye for judging distances.
So I'm a little new at it. The point is, I'm ready to attack life with a new abandon. I got thrills to seek, deaths to defy, mattress tags to tear off.
You realize, of course, science would frown at the idea that a glandular transplant could manifest into behavioral change.
Can it and sell it to someone else, Bacon Boy. If I were interested in science, I wouldn't have spent all that classroom time in the porno arcade.
Then perhaps you'd like to focus your newfound energy on the person who just called us about a case.
Caller's name?
Doris Applebottom. Someone stole her 6-year-old daughter's tinkling Tammy doll.
Suspect?
Little Timmy Tupperman, the boy next door.
Motive?
She pulled his pants down in front of her first grade class.
When will people learn? Let's polka!
Investigations, please hold. Duckman investigations, please hold. Duckman investigation.
Gentlemen, the murderer has left us his calling card. This soil is only found in one place. Your backyard! Judging by the hair sample I found nestled in the carpet weave, the culprit is you, Sir Edmund Patton Boggs.
I say, old chap, how did you know?
I didn't. Till now. Take him away! Whoa! Have a souvenir.
Ah, Monsieur Duckman, so good to see you again. Our finest table.
Save it for the tourists, Fritz. I'll take that table. The light's better.
But they have just been served.
Perfect. We'll have what they're having. Literally.
Wow, Red Dad.
Killer.
Your table, sir, and naturally, we will still bill everything to them because you are Duckman.
Oh, yeah. We shared a moment, Fritz. It's over. Made it.
But of course!
Mr. Duckman, sir, excuse me. My wife is a great admirer of yours. In fact, she's something of an amateur detective.
Zoinks! If you ask me, she's something of an eyesore.
Well, would it be too much trouble for you to ask her to dance?
Sorry, haven't had my shots. Hey, Zeus Marimba, who's the talent?
That's my daughter.
Well, thank God for hospital mix-ups. Tell me, Casper, how old is she?
14.
Ouch. All right, bring her to my place in 2 years. I'll make it 4. I like them with experience. Okay, go on. Finish your paper route or something. You're blocking my breeze. Hurrah! 1, 2, 3.
Impressive.
Sweet, Dad.
Duckman, I'm loath to admit it, but I'm a bit stirred by your behavior.
Yuck! You're low.
Oh no! What I mean is you seem to be commanding more respect from your children.
Yeah, Dad. Who would have ever thought you'd become a good role model?
I can't believe how much things have changed.
We're not even ashamed to be sitting with you when you're picking at your underwear in public.
Ah, yes. Well, high praise indeed. And let me say how gratifying it is to hear it. For all I ever wanted to be was an ideal role model, a shining example of someone my children could look up to. Fritz! Desert!
Much as I appreciate the official and no doubt valuable Duckman Therabus Bernice, it doesn't make up for the fact that these children have been spending a great deal of time in this office.
We like the decor.
Except it needs more mauve.
Early on, I had dreams of being a dancer.
Same desk, same chair, same thirst for authority over people smaller than you. Your wife pick out that suit?
Duckman, you're half an hour late.
And I should be feeling what exactly?
Duckman, there seems to be a serious problem with our children. But first, tell us all about your latest case.
Please, Bernice. You know how I hate to brag, simply smashing into the crime ring for a world that's just a little bit better off because I'm around.
Be that as it may, your children have been bullying students, taking their lunches, pinching girls, and throwing money around.
I'm a busy man. Get to the problem.
But that is the problem. And every time they're confronted, they just say we can do anything we want. Our father is Duckman.
Look, you overpaid babysitter. So what if they're proud of their old man? So what if they think they're special? They are special. They're my kids. That makes them special.
If my father had taken this kind of interest in me, who knows?
You know what the real problem is? They're bored. There's no challenge here, just like me and my cases. I solve them 1, 2, 3, and then what?
7?
Close enough. See, these kids have had all the formal education they need. Besides, where they're gonna use all these useless facts? Who cares that South Dakota was a Confederate state? It's time to start learning from the school of life. And who better to teach them than their adventurer / liver of life father? Let's go, kids. It's time to soak up some world. I'm quitting my job and taking you out of this worthless social institution.
Well, they can always find rewarding careers in the fast food industry.
Just wanted a little off the top.
燒完俾公寮出賣，教明認衰我們。Yo, Duckman!
Remember, kids, fear is a word that doesn't belong in your vocabulary.
Coroner's office, over 3 million exhumed.
Morning, ma'am. I'm Pig, Detective Cornfed Pig. I need to see the body of Vile Kyle.
Sorry, Mr. Pig. I can't just let anyone who comes in off the street wanting to see the corpse of a dead action hero have free reign around the place. We run a very tight operation here.
I understand. Ma'am, would it be forward to tell you that your voice is of the sirens, your breath is of the lilacs, and your skin is of the soft downy wool of a newborn lamb?
Yes, it would.
What if I told you you had a great rack?
Oh, you're just saying that. Follow me, you little deviled ham.
Tragic, yet yummy. No scars. That means he still has his adrenal gland. Friend of mine's nutsy Fagin because he thinks he has Vile Kyle's gland.
There was an adrenal gland transplant that day. It came from a dyslexic accountant who got run over by the ambulance that was on its way to save a duck.
So Duckman never did have Vile Kyle's gland, which means in 15 minutes he and his kids are going to attempt an incredibly dangerous stunt where he'll probably plummet to his death on national television unless I stop it.
Got time for a quickie?
Sure, those things never start on time.
Hello, this is Ahmad Hashad Rishkabab, high atop the tallest skyscraper on the west side, where Duckman will attempt the impossible, riding a unicycle across a 10-pound test line while wearing a lead suit and carrying his sons on a balance pole.
Dad,
This is the best time of our young lives. We've learned so much more out here with you than we ever did in school.
Things like it's fun to be fawned over by drooling sycophants, and if you're big enough, people will have to put up with you.
Dodd, just in case this is our final 10 minutes of quality time together, do you have any last words we can take through life with us?
Live fast, die young, and always take carry-on luggage. Because baggage lines are usually pretty long. Sometimes people have to fill out those little address labels, and then you end up running all the way to the plane.
Thanks, Dad!
Got the lid on? Now let's get the lid out!
Duckman, sorry I'm late, but the elevator's broken.
You ran up 140 flights of stairs?
Guess that would have been easier than climbing the side of the building. Look, I have to tell you something important. You have the adrenal gland of an accountant who was dyslexic.
Boltish!
I'll prove it to you. Vile Kyle died by the grassy knoll at 9:48 p.m. Yet your adrenal gland operation took place at 10:01 p.m. on the other side of the amusement park by the book depository. Are we to actually believe that this magic gland made it from his body to yours within 13 minutes? I think not. That's why I propose the second gland theory.
You mean I'm not really a daredevil? A hero to millions? A role model to my kids?
In your desire to be a better father, you overcompensated, using the gland transplant as an excuse for living a lie and performing increasingly stupid, harebrained, and jackass stunts, endangering your own life and now your children's. Not that it doesn't have a certain entertainment value. Call this off, Duckman, before it's too late.
I can't, Corny. I'd let down my kids. This would crush them. For the first time in their lives, they actually look up to me. They think I'm brave. They think I'm a good father.
A good father is a father who's alive to be a father and whose real bravery comes in saying no to his kids, daring to be unliked by doing the right thing.
Kids, we're not gonna go through with this.
Not going through with it? You can't do this to us!
I said no! Sorry, but I'm not gonna do it.
He's not gonna do it!
You know, I'm glad I came to my senses in time. This isn't about fans or adulation or blind praise. It's about family. I don't have to kill myself to get the respect of my kids. They'll still love me even if I'm not a daredevil. Right, boys?
Oh, look, time for school already.
Gotta go re-enroll.
Hope I remember what grade I'm in.
Ah, well. Deep down inside, they're still proud of me. At least you two know that, right?